Years ago, when my wife was clinically underweight and wore size 00 pants, she went to the doctor to ask about medication for her mental health. This quack doctor told her the pills she was asking about would be no good for her, since she's a woman, and women like to be thin. He told her that if she went on this medication, she'd get so fat the only thing she'd be able to wear are snow pants, or as I call them, Snuppance. Obviously, there's a lot to unpack, including the fact that withholding medication from a female patient is sexism and probably a crime, but I want to focus on the Snuppance. These are Snuppance. Snuppance are an article of clothing. They come in all sizes. Often they fit loosely because they're designed to go over other articles of clothing. So it would be weird to only be able to fit Snuppance since Snuppance aren't made to be worn alone. You'll notice that they're a fairly bulky article of clothing. That's because Snuppance are for wearing in the snow. They need to be warm, so they have some padding, and they're waterproof, so they're stiff. The bulk doesn't come from the person wearing them. They make everyone look bigger, regardless of how much they actually weigh. Snuppance are also a piece of athletic wear. You wear them for sports like skiing, snowshoeing, snowboarding, and more leisurely but still physical activities like snow tubing. You wouldn't wear them for sitting still. They're meant for movement. This adds another level of absurdity to this quack doctor's comment about only being able to wear Snuppance. If they weren't bulky, he probably never would have made this connection, but can you imagine saying this about any other piece of athletic gear? I can't put you on this medication because you'll get fat and only be able to wear wetsuits. What, like surfers and scuba divers wear? The hardest possible bathing suit to get into and out of? Definitely the least forgiving in terms of body diversity. In addition to thick and thin, they also don't make wetsuits that are tall and short enough for a lot of people. I know one woman who has particularly thick calves and had to get a custom suit. Or what about, I can't put you on these medications because you'll get fat and only be able to wear rock climbing harnesses. Why? Because they're adjustable? Oh, you'll get fat and only be able to wear water shoes. Right, because swimming, rowing, and paddling aren't exercise. Only be able to wear knee pads. What, without the skates? Sweatbands. Why bother if I'm not doing anything to sweat? It's honestly the most idiotic thing I've ever heard, and I'm glad she's got better doctors now who don't mistake gaining weight for ill health and who don't think Snuppance get their bulk from their wearer.